If you watched any of my other ones, I try to count down and I mess it up every time. So I'm done.
Well,
right.
it takes a second for it to register. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a second, and then you have to click 2 buttons. So you click the first one, and then it's like, fake countdown just happened.
Just kidding.
But all right, everyone that is watching here live. So we're back with another speaker at Zigzag Virtual. And I actually met Melissa. I teach Midnight Marketing Academy, so I teach students. And I got super behind on my podcast, but Melissa's killing it with hers. So I have them like do the write-ups for my podcast as a like test material when they're doing copywriting, and they did your podcast. So I have so many things because we just released your podcast like a week ago, I think. So we finally released it, but this one she only had 6 episodes. Now she's up to like 69 episodes.
I think I'm on 69.
All right. So I know, but Melissa is going to be talking to you about how to find your niche. And because at the end of the day, so we are here talking to the millions of people, but only a couple of you really are our defined audience. Like only a couple of people are actually going to hear this message and it's going to relate to them. And that's the same thing that happens across any business with a niche. So Melissa, introduce yourself some more, because I did terrible, and then tell us more about how you're going to be telling us about niche and that kind of concept during the summit.
Yeah, for sure. So, hey, everyone, I am Melissa Stuart, and my brand is Live with Audacity. That's the name of the podcast. And so many people, when they're starting out, they get so confused on like, I don't know how to niche. Like, how do I do that? And so that's what we're going to be talking about in the summit. And I've developed like a pretty easy way to kind of circle back to how, because a lot of times, I don't know, hopefully you guys know this. If you don't, I'll give you a little tidbit real quick, is that your person that you want to talk to, especially at the very beginning, because at the very beginning, it's really hard to niche if you don't have a lot of experience under your belt in the online industry. So people get so hung up on that. And so at the very beginning, a lot of times you're talking to yourself from a couple of years ago, but you've also done all this work and this growth that you kind of forget where you came from. So I developed a really easy way to ask yourself those questions so that you can get back to who you were before you started your journey, so that you can speak to that person now, gain that experience, and then tweak as you go.
Well, that's awesome, because so many people, exactly what you just said, Melissa, they don't know how to niche down. Yeah. So I'm so excited to hear this system and tool that you've put together to help people do that. And especially first getting started, so many people are like, well, I'll take anyone and everyone. I just need clients. Like, so I'll do whatever I can. And then they get themselves in a hole that they don't want to be in. And so I'm so excited for you to talk about finding the niche. Can you talk to us about how you've helped clients use this?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually, oh my gosh, I was in a training recently and had this incredible woman, and she had done a lot of work on herself and healing from some childhood trauma and all these things. And she wanted to take that message to the world, but she was having a really hard time figuring out how to convey it, like who, because of course that message can be taken to the world, like anyone can use her information, but we needed to really zero in on exactly what her transformation was and how that person could, how she could really help that person to fix their life so that they could have the thing that they really wanted. And so in talking with her, we were like, what is the greatest thing that came out of your journey? And she's like, oh my God, my relationship with my children. I've learned how to speak to them. I've learned how to accept the things that I have done in the past and be okay with it and say, you know what, that's true. That did happen. I'm changing. I still love you, yada, yada. And so that became her niche. She's helping people now heal their childhood trauma so that she can help them develop these incredible relationships with their children now. And at the beginning, she wasn't really sure, right? That is the thing. It took her a moment to dawn on her that that's what she was so excited to have. Yeah. And so now that's what she's doing, and it's amazing.
That's so crazy. So the entire time you're telling me this, I know a person that's going through a similar experience. So I'm like, after this call, I'm going to find out if we're thinking of the same person or if it's just that crazy how so many of us have similar stories. We really do.
Yes.
And we don't even realize it. And so being that person to go out there and tell that story, like me sitting here, we're probably thinking of two different people.
Right. I know.
Going through the same thing. And that's crucial to what Melissa is going to be teaching you about niches, because so many business owners are in that same scenario of who am I really connecting to? Who am I supposed to be in front of? And they either get afraid because they don't know who, or they just start giving all the knowledge, but it's kind of like gets lost because only pieces of it relate to each niche individually.
Exactly. And, I actually have a friend who's kind of been struggling with this as well. And we've been talking a lot about it. And she finally kind of came to the conclusion. She's like, I think I kind of want to do what you do. And I was like, and she was like, let me know if that's okay. And I was like, what? No, like, of course you can do the exact same thing, because you have a totally different personality and a different way of thinking about it than I do. And so there are certain people out there that are going to resonate with you more than they resonate with me, because of how we approach the subject completely differently, because we're two totally different people. We're very similar, but also totally different. And so that is one thing that people get caught up in a lot of times, is that imposter syndrome. And it's like, dude, just be you. And when you are you, those people are just going to flock to you because they know that they can trust you to be real with them.
No, that hits on totally scarcity mindset too. Like, oh my goodness. And it's so, I'm actually going to be opening a panel up for scarcity mindset on the first day now, just because I realize how many people struggle with that. And I know we're doing imposter syndrome, but scarcity is like a little bit different, because I am in marketing. I do digital marketing, help people with their website, social media, all of this stuff. However, I'm only speaking one time, and I have a gazillion other social media experts there. And like my husband at the first day, he's like, when I started like talking to people, he's like, why are you having all these people come? That's what you do. And I was like, and I can't help everyone.
Right.
So I need other people there. I was like, and there's some people who I'm not going to connect with that they are. I was like, so if I'm not letting all of us work together, then we're all just scared of each other. And so I love that you brought that in. So
so true. Right. And okay, let's say me and my friend, we say the exact same thing, but we say it with different inflections and different tones, and we bring our different personal stories into exactly what we're talking about. That just like that my story might connect really deeply with this person, but not that person, and vice versa. And so that's why everyone needs to just be themselves. Just be yourself.
Yes, so much. And then, so before I forget, Melissa is talking March 3rd on Business Day at 2:30 about how to find your niche and everything like that. But Melissa, tell us, if they don't want to wait until March 3rd, how can they connect with you? What do they need to do? And then tell them kind of like how you can help them.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I do is I help women, usually moms, really develop their business to be for them, right? Doing the things that they want to do and doing them in the way that they want to do, and really helping bring their authenticity out of them so that they can have this business that they're freaking rocking every day and they're so excited about. They're grabbing people, they're building their tribe of people that love them and that they love. And so if you want to work with me on that, you can find me at livewithaudacitynow.com, or you can just add me on Facebook. I'm Melissa Stuart.
Yep. So, and then she has a Facebook group and a podcast. So she has everything. So if you,
and it's all Live with Audacity.
Yeah. All Live with Audacity. So if you go there, so I think I'd actually done a Google search and you were like third or fourth under Live with Audacity. And so I was like, she's on the first page, guys. so make sure you Google that. Yeah. So I was like, cause I was like, I didn't know if you had a website yet. So I was like, let me just Google it.
I just redid it. So hallelujah.
Yeah,
my website before had no congruency at all. So yeah, we just launched that new website.
Well, awesome. Well, I'm so excited to have you speak. And for anyone that has not yet got a ticket, go to right there, Zigzag Virtual. Every time, zigzagvirtual.com. Get your ticket and you will be able to see and hear from Melissa on March 3rd at 2:30 and so many other speakers that are going to be there teaching you mindset and business. So, all right, Melissa, anything else before we let everyone go till tomorrow?
I am just so excited to be able to help you guys find your niche so that you can finally get out there and freaking talk to people and do your thing and be yourself. It lights me up every day. So I'm excited about it.
All right. Well, awesome, guys. Make sure you come see Melissa and be yourself. So, all right. Later.
Thank you so much.